Nigeria is in a fight to conserve its natural environment. Not only are trees threatened by deforestation, precious animal species such as the Cross River gorillas are also disappearing fast. Rachel Ikemeh is one of the few women involved in the fight to protect Nigeria's forests, and in this story she talks about her passion for forest conservation.
When growing up, I was that kind of child that wanted adventure. I mean, right from the age of 10, I was in martial arts. I loved adventure, but I didn't have a role model to look up to in any sense. I sort of like found my only inspiration really was, and still to this day, it's really just seeing that this problem can be solved, that there is a problem and needs to be solved and someone needs to solve it. That has been solely and the only reason why I'm doing this job and the only motivation why I do. I doubt if there's anybody doing this work that won't attest to the fact that it's a profession that gives back to you. I mean, imagine protecting forests. Forests are what, like they say, they are the lungs of the planet. They are the ones preventing floods. Forests are the ones saving us from the effects of climate change. So forests are what purifies your air, the air you breathe. They purify the water, that come from the rivers and all other water systems. So there is no way you are working to conserve forests or to conserve wildlife that you don't feel the fulfillment of what you're doing, because you're not just helping yourself, you're helping your generation, you're helping future generations. Everyone else was behind me, and the next thing I saw was the forest opened up, and then I saw an elephant. I screamed, "Elephant!" And so everybody else in the team, even though they didn't see the elephant, they all ran and they sped off and they left me right there. Imagine that if I one leg of my boots, like I left it in the mud of that forest there and ran. In the beginning, my mom was total no. She didn't want to hear it. In fact, he insisted I shouldn't do it. She screamed, yelled, reported me to everybody. They thought it was real dangerous. They thought it was out of this world and unthinkable that I would take on a job of going to the forest, living in the forest and say I'm looking for animals. All across the world, you find very few females, very few women being conservationists. It's very unfortunate, and of course, it's because of how sometimes hardcore being a field-based conservationist can be and how physically challenging it can be. But it doesn't mean it's a job for men. I actually feel that women would do a better job being conservationists than men, because women are inherently or naturally nurturers. I mean, a woman is a nurturer by nature, she nurtures, and the very essence of conservation is nurturing. So I would encourage a woman to do it by all means, and it didn't stop me from being a full woman, because I don't know what some people tell me as being a full woman, but I grew up, I live life more or less like every other woman lives her life. I enjoyed spending days, nights, several months in a year in the forest and seeing no other person but my team members and seeing wildlife and all of that.
Truly inspiring. Well done, Rachel.